Hey everybody, Andrew here.
Hi.
You are in a beautiful location like this. At the back, you got warm lights, you can get blurry, bobbly, bokeh background of the lights, and then you thought you want to put flash and take a shot, you took a shot, the background looks okay, you nailed it. But look at the subject at the front. Why do you look bluish? We're going to solve this problem. So here's the premise. You take a shot in a nice location, the two layers of lighting, the background lighting and your subject's lighting, because it's lit up by a flash, looks completely horrendously fake. So we're going to learn how to alter the lighting of your flash by adding on gels. These are called gels. This may look like plastic, but they are actually not. This is a little bit like your lantern paper. Now the thing is, traditionally, because these days you have LED lights with different color that you can adjust, you want to balance the lighting of your flash because your flash lighting is this value. The background lighting is this Kelvin. So Kelvin is a value that photographers and lighting people use to measure the warmth of the light. So when the light is lower value like this, you know that it's lower temperature. Lower temperature burning is always going to look a little bit more yellowish like the candle. Whereas a higher value in Kelvin is going to give you bluish like your gas stove. Gas stove blue like candle, yellow like. Low Kelvin, high Kelvin. More efficient burn, less efficient burn. And that's why if you hold a piece of metal on top of your candle, you're going to get a lot of soot. The soot that you get means inefficient lighting. Well, so much about cooking and lighting a gas stove. So what we want to do is simply warm up the light on your flash right here, so that it doesn't look like we added flash. So how do you do this? Simple. Look at this lighting diagram. We have each eye here, we have the background here, and we put the light 8 feet away. That's what you learn in 888. 8 feet away, 1/8 of a power, and my camera, f8. So remember this, 888. And then shutter speed, not more than 200 of a second, because you're gonna trigger this flash to fire the remote flash wirelessly. With that in place, let's do the shoot. Make sure that the light is high too, not just 8 feet away. So everything in place, and let's see what we get. And of course, we get a shot that looks like this. So nothing changes. The light is still 8 feet away, the power is still 1/8, but the difference is this time I'm going to take this container. Inside here are all my collections of gel. We have warming gels, we have cooling gels. You want her to look warmer? Simple. Look for a gel that is warmer. This is warmer. This is going to make her more blue. This will not work. So I have this collection in a special plastic bag Ziploc. These are really accurate gels. So if you look at what I do, I have different shade and intensity of gels. We got the orange color, darker orange color, so dark, so intense. And how do you make your gel stick to this? You affix Velcro. The male goes on the gel, the female goes on the flash. And what you do? There you have it. And that's how you fix your gel to your flashes. So everything is the same. The flash power, the distance, the F value. The only thing is we have gels now, and let's take a look at this shot now. So if we take a look at this shot now, she no longer looks blue and out of place, but you now notice that with the gel on, she's a little bit darker now. Well, not surprising, because when you slap on a gel on a flash, you actually cut up almost up to 2 stops of lights. In this case, I lose about almost 2 stops, just about a stop and a half. So what I need to do is 2 things. I can head on to the flash and increase the power by 1 stop, or I come to my camera and reduce the F number. So I'm going to come to my camera and reduce the F number. Instead of f8, I'm going to be shooting at f5.6. f8 to 5.6, I'm making the subject brighter by 1 stop. Let's try this now. Immediately you look at her, she's correctly exposed, and the color is so much better now, fitting the background, which is warm at the back. Compare the first shot and the shot that we just did.
Thank you for watching. Follow our Instagram.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this tutorial, share this video on your favorite social media, and don't forget, click subscribe. I mean, we have been broadcasting videos on YouTube for like so many years, and look at the number of subscribers that we have. I believe we can do better than this. So click subscribe. I'll wait. And don't forget, head on to my e-learning website and check out our premium courses, our e-learning courses, and also our full access, all access courses. And check this out, Flash Photography 2.0.